Welcome to Mark's Whiskey. This is episode 5, and as you can tell, we are one man down. Michael Arms, a guitar player for the band Cradle Man, who does our intro and outro music. That's actually one song, different parts of the song. He actually got stuck at work, so he isn't able to make the next 2 episodes. We do film these in advance, so we're only going to record 2 episodes today, and hopefully he'll be able to record with us next time. But if you want to hear the full song of what we use for our theme, follow the links that we'll always have in there, and listen to the full song to their Reverb Nation page, to their Facebook page, all that. But even though it's called Mark's Whiskey, my co-host here does occasionally bring in one thing he'd like us to try. This is actually Jeff's whiskey. Yep. So Jeff, tell us a little bit about what you brought.
So this is Black Ridge, distilled down in Louisville, Kentucky by Clear Springs, and one of my favorites. It's a little on the expensive side. It was $35 before tax. I don't know, depending on your region, that'll change. But I think it's worth every penny, and we'll see what Mark thinks.
Okay, the first initial the initial taste that I get is kind of almost a vanilla.
Yeah, I can see that. Yeah, vanilla, and it's got a real kick right at the beginning, but then it goes away, and it's this nice.
I actually don't like the finish.
Don't like the finish?
I don't like the finish, but I like the initial taste, but I don't like the finish on this one as much.
Okay.
Yeah, but
what's the proof on that?
90 proof.
90 proof. 90 proof seems to be kind of a standard for the.
That's what I would consider the average.
Yeah, that's kind of the average. So, but anyways, Black Ridge, and you got this. You just got this at Total Wine, right?
Yeah, that's the local wine emporium.
Total Wine and More. It's a chain. You probably have one in your area, but $35.
Yep, $35.
All right, and make sure to the only payment we have, since we don't have a sponsor yet, is when you share this video, or if you're listening on audio. By the way, welcome to the audio listeners now. Hopefully soon we'll be able to get on iTunes and Android Music and all that, Google Music, and any other methods or services that you'd like this podcast on. Leave it in the comments and we'll do our best. But you can always go to markswhiskey.com to get the video and the audio. There's a nice little player in there. You can download it if you need to, whatever. But the only payment you can give us is if you share this on Facebook, on Twitter, Google+, Snapchat, all that. Just make sure and spread the word, and we thank you in advance. So stay tuned for next week for another episode of Mark's Whiskey. Hey everybody, on Black Ridge, where Jeff had the great idea of doing a kind of a follow-up. So you just watched us do the initial review of Black Ridge, and now we're going to do kind of a follow-up to discuss the breathing.
Yeah, apparently bourbons breathe just like wines do. So we had just opened this bottle when we did the last podcast, or the last episode you just saw, and so now it's been a couple weeks. The bottle's had a chance to breathe, and we're going to see if that tastes any different.
Yeah, okay. And you might be able to start to notice a pattern where, yes, we do record a bunch of episodes and then edit them and post them weekly. Yeah, you just watched us review Black Ridge. This is the follow-up to that. See whether there's any, if we notice any difference in Black Ridge before breathing and Black Ridge after breathing.
I feel like I should have brought a couple of different shirts. That is smooth. That is really nice.
Yeah, as the viewers know that I said a minute ago, this is one of my favorites. But
yeah,
any
this
difference?
Is very mild.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no bite.
For a 90 proof, it's extraordinarily mild.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think for us, it's been a couple of weeks. So I think you were saying it's kind of peaty last time. Is that still your opinion? And peaty is the smoky flavor that Scotches have. Then they dry the whiskey with, or the mash with burnt wood with smoke. So
yeah, I don't know. Yeah, no, I think it's a much more relaxing kind of a feel.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe this would be good with if you're having a nice romantic night with the lady, out by the campfire, and you're kind of sipping on it for a longer time, and you just kind of want something a little mellow, and
Absolutely.
yeah,
Absolutely.
that's
I'd go you one better. Night on the town, sitting out with your boys.
yeah, I'll
A
do it.
nice cigar. Don't go cheap. Nice cigar. Kicking back with a tumbler full of this.
you
I don't
can
think
keep
it.
your cigars, but
Oh well, personal preference, my friend. One's got to have his vices.
yeah. Speaking of which,
Yep.
so Black Ridge, I think with a $45 whiskey.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
36 before tax, depending on where
Yeah.
you live.
Eminently drinkable.
Definitely, a little on the higher end, but definitely let it breathe. I guess definitely improves the drink.
Yeah, learn something new every day.
Yes, I have.
See you next week.